Good morning. Hey everyone, good morning here. And so, how are you doing there? Happy Halloween. All right, so just find out the right positions for my microphone volumes. And I hope you guys are doing okay. All right, happy Halloween. And sounds like we have been tricked. Okay, I don't know. At least I feel the way by the all the rumors about the Sentais. Okay, so now we need a treat, right? Okay, so thanks again, once again, and for being here in the chat rooms. We are looking at the beautiful view of the Matsuyama Castle live stream. Yeah, this is one of the live stream channel, and I can see. Well, you can see that the tourists and visitors are just walking in the park area, and that's actually what's happening right here in Matsuyama. And the weather looks like it was actually this morning raining pretty hard, but I can see the blue sky, and I'm pretty sure the weather will be recovered. Okay, so hope you guys are doing okay, and thanks again. Let me just call out your names here, and thank you. Dark Barcode Warrior, hello. How are you doing? Thank you very much. Good to see you again. Eric, happy Halloween. Hey there. And Marawara Zooms, thank you. Hello, Mr. S. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you very much. Hope the same to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, Analog Man. Oh man, classic CSTOYS songs. Yeah, I mean, we haven't changed it. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I stick to this one for a long time, over 10 years now. But I hope it's okay. Well, welcome back, Analog Man. Good to see you again. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed today's shows. Ohayo gozaimasu. S-san. Hi. Kim-san. Good to see you again. How are you? Ohayo. Hey, Eric. Chris. Thank you. Matsuyama Castle looks very peaceful. Oh, yeah. It's very peaceful. And it's kind of strange that downtown area, it's always busy. Right? People commute, lots of noises. But Matsuyama Castle, the mountain, is right in the middle of the downtown. Okay, so once you just go up the hill, wow, you can see that you don't feel that you are in the downtown areas. Very quiet, and so it's a very special place. I highly recommend you to come over and visit this area. Yeah, I mean it's really different. You feel that, but still, you're in a downtown area. Okay, thank you very much, Chris. Happy Halloween. Hey, Mozgar, good to see you again. Oh my goodness, you are regular now. Thanks again for being here. All right, so we have lots to talk about today. So your opinion do matter for what's in the future of the Super Sentai, I believe. Okay. Yeah. So we'll go with that. Thank you very much. All right. I hope I didn't miss anyone, but once again, thank you. What is that? Mr. S looks very much like a Genki Ranger today. Oh yeah, I feel very Genki though. Okay. Hi Jared, good to see you again. Happy Halloween to you too. Enjoy your day. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, the jingle is called Ripped Jeans. Yes. Actually, it wasn't it? It's a different name, wasn't it? Damaged jeans? No, that's something like about jeans. Yes, it is true. Yeah, ripped jeans. Okay, we've been using that. Many YouTubers use this one. Okay. So anyway, so thanks again, and then today. Yeah, because that we have been pretty much influenced that for now at least it's a rumor there is no official announcement about the closing the Super Sentai series. And so, but that rumor and then reality, it's more almost like a reality for everyone. So many YouTubers talks about even the local news talks about here too. And so, yeah, we just needs to wait and see. But well, today I made just a quick presentations about what's going on with that, the series, and then some voices from that tokusatsu field. Okay, so yeah, I gather that in presentations, and we will talk about that a little bit later on. So, well, we'll talk about the toys we have, found for this weekend, and it's beautiful toys, beautiful tokusatsu toys, and many of them are Super Sentai related too. So, what is the future like? Okay, we don't know at this point, but I hope you're gonna find some answers or, hope in that presentations that we're going to give. Okay, so we'll go dive in. All right. Hey, Stephen Hall, good to see you again. How are you doing? Okay. All right. Okay, so first of all, let me just go quick and then introduce today's toy and for this weekend. And then, we talk about the Hasbro too. Okay, I think it's to get around the contract with Hasbro. Exactly. Yes, and we'll talk about that too. Okay. All right. So allow me just go on with the our toy here, and then let's go with some small toys first. Okay, as usual. All right. So we have that and just little cameras. Okay, so light watches. Okay, yeah, we found out the light watch once again, and kind of my sorry, it's just like, kind of video streaming is kind of stopping, I guess, just a little bit. Oh, I hope it's not. Kind of laggy, huh? Okay. Well, it happens. Maybe I'm using too much cameras. Okay. So let me just stop that one of the cameras, and so maybe it starts. Okay. All right. So yeah, first of all, the light watch, and then yeah, the Fang Joker one. Let's hear the sound. There we go, Fang Joker. Okay. So that was a 2008, huh? Okay. So, well, as you remember that we introduced that last week, right? But it's gone. Okay, it's somebody got it already. So we found out another ones too for the restock. Okay, so Fang Joker Ride Watch, and will be just came back, and then will be activated tomorrow. The next, I found that I think it's like an Emperor form. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, good. Thank you very much. Yeah, just a little bit of the video stutter, but it's okay. We can still see that. All right, good. All right, so we'll see. Just go along with that. Okay. Okay, so 2008, it says. Mm-hmm. All right, Emperor form. Next, we have the Forze. It says 2011. 4Z. Okay. And lastly, we found this one again, Tajador combo. I think I introduced that in our last week, I guess. So the same thing, the same customer purchased that, Fang Joker one and Tajador Ride watch at the same time. So thanks to him. Okay, so Tajador combo, it says 2010. Tajador combo. Okay, so these light watches will come back to our stores tomorrow. Okay, so moving on next, I found this again, and Tadoru Legacy from the Kamen Rider X8. All right. Tadoru Legacy. Okay. So just found, one, but it's beautiful designs. All right, so we'll come back to our stores, and next we go. Let's see, yes, just random, but we have the raised buckles. I think this is the shield, right? Unfortunately, we don't have that demonstration. I mean, demo for the. Desire driver, so but just showing it. Okay, so shield one. This is the chain alley lace buckle. Okay, arrow lace buckle. Okay, of course each of them and activate that special sounds when you put it on the Desire driver. Okay, so yeah, the collection of these raised buckles it's very interesting. Okay, these are almost like, it's always like that. It's a key to open up the treasure box. It is. Now this is the I think it's Crow, right? And Crow. So, but the treasure box, that's the important one. Usually the main toy. For the Kamen Rider Geats, for this series, Desire Driver, GX Desire Driver is the treasure box, and you need a key to open that to see and enjoy, and cherish those treasures. These are the activation keys to the next level. All right. So just a small parts, but these are very important and colorful, collectible. And then we're going to bring them once again to our stores tomorrow. Okay. Now let me just put this one here again. Oh, just a random one, and I found that green one. I think it's a Patren Nigo ka. Yeah, Patren Nigo. I'm just keep looking at the something that we don't have it in stock, and this is the one that I found it yesterday. Okay, just a little gimmick, as you pull the trigger and pops up. Now it's a gun, and then still the wheel, but also it can activate the special sounds on the VS changes. Once again, this is like a key to open the treasure box. In this case, this is for the Lupin Ranger and Pat Ranger series. All right, so it's very interesting toy. All right, so once next, I forgot this one here. Another raised buckle. I just couldn't introduce this. Decade. Okay, I think this was the some kind of premiere or some. I don't remember that very well, but this was a very kind of special one. Okay, so. Again, this is the Kamen Rider series, and of course the Geats' Desire Driver has many different sounds, including the legend riders. I don't know how far they can go back, but I've seen that, Kamen Rider Ichigo, Kamen Rider Nigo, and even the V3, sometimes Riderman too, those rage backles too. So I believe that, the desired driver can activate the Kamen Rider Ichigo's original Henshin sound as well. So when you think about that, there are so many sounds in that hidden box. I mean, treasure box, which means that desired driver. Okay, this is a very golden rule for now for the many of the tokusatsu series, including Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, and sometimes I think Ultraman too. That those series, has the main items, usually a transformation device or a morpher, and you can just, you need some extra keys or power stone, cards, memory stick, or something like that. Okay, and that's the very important part of that. At least for now, the kind of golden rule for the running the tokusatsu series, to just sell the toys and then keep going with the productions. And so it's a very important rule that. Okay, so that's something to remember. All right. Okay. Yeah, is DK technically barcode warrior? That's right. We have the barcode warrior inside in the chat rooms, and maybe we can ask him. Okay. Yeah, Mara, that was a very beautiful gashat. Yes, indeed. It's a well designed, and he is talking about this one, right? Okay. So yeah, Tado Legacy. Right. The next, let's go. Moving on. I haven't opened yet. Okay. All right. So kind of laggy for the video. So let me just stop that one of the. Okay, let's go. Let me just stop that one of the streaming device. So in this case, I will just hook up. Oh, okay, it's better now. Okay, yeah. I just hooked up the another device later on for my presentations, but I think it's now smoother now, right? Yeah, I closed that, one of the Matsuyama Castle camera one. Okay, yeah, that takes a lot of energy to connect with this device. So anyway, so this is from the Boom Boomja. Okay, remember that the Boom Boomja, the first, I think that was the first release. They had the special promotional items. This is the car. Kind of super car, the main character Boom Boomja uses, and this is the unopened one, and I don't think I can open it. So, but we're gonna bring it as it is to our stores. So it's more like a collector's items, yes, and the production is pretty limited. Distribution was only for the like a factory shipping, that kind of scale. So you don't find that very much. Okay. Yep. Oh, is it? Yeah, immediately better stream quality. Okay, that's what I noticed that. Thank you very much. Okay, next. Now we have the two safaris here. Okay. All right. So this is the same Boom Boomja cars. Okay. I think this is a Boom Boom Safari, the kind of special color one. See that? Okay, what was that function? Oh yeah, that's crow. Okay, that was a crow. This is also, it's a Boom Boom car, it's just, you can play with it, but also you can activate that, the Boom Boom changer, the special sounds with this code. Okay, so maybe we can do that. I think we have that, Boom Boom changes in stock, so maybe we can try that. All right, so, and also Boom Boom Safari, I think this is the original one, and this is a special color versions. Okay, all right, next. Ooh, I forgot the name, but the marine Boom Boom car, marine or aquarium something. All right, so it looks like a very peaceful car, but at the but at the same time, you can see his eyes and his jaw and his rocket inside. It's pretty wild. Okay, so pretty wild aquarium, right? You still can see that, the fish in the, the case. I mean, right? All right, so still, and then you can activate the special sounds on the boom boom changer. And so this is also one of the very important collector's items. Now this, I don't think this is a DX one, but could be candy toy or capsule toy. I'm not sure though. But it says, Bakuage Sentai Boom Boomja, it says. So I think it's gonna activate the special sounds. You see that, you have to build, and looks like you have to apply that, stickers by yourself, and could be, maybe you guys can check on this one, but maybe promotional items, or it could be a candy toy versions. Okay, all right. So maybe we can try that, later with the sounds. Now, moving on. Yeah, I think Marine, that was the name, right? It's a beautiful color. I like that, I always like the choco mint color. I love choco mint, okay? My wife doesn't like that, okay? But I love, choco mint lover, okay? I try not to eat too much because of the diabetes, I worry about that, okay? So, but that's a beautiful color and a tasty color. Now, and next we have found the 3 capsule. Okay, maybe we can try this one here. Oh, actually, we have that. We can try right now. Yeah, we can do it right here. Aha, Z's driver. All right. So yeah, we found the 3 capsules, and I think these are, I don't know, it's included in a DX version, but these are the Legend Lighters. Okay. So this one, FIs. Okay. Yeah. These are the FIs one. And okay. Right. Okay, so let's try this one here. Okay, so FIs, and the picture inside, I think that's an axial form, all right? But it sounds like just standard FI sounds. Okay, so once again, the capsim works as like a key to open the treasure box. All right, so oh, loves that sound, huh? Okay, so FIs punish. What a sound. Okay, so just found one, and I'm gonna bring it to, just by itself. Okay, tomorrow. The next one, ooh, okay, so I hope you can see this, but the color, the purple, and he has sticks. I believe this is a hibiki, right? Okay, so let's try that. Oop. All right. So these are kind of, it's very interesting. They always use that special phrase, and then key phrase for the hibiki is 鍛えてますから. I shape up or something like that. Okay, so it's a very interesting treasure that you can find from these keys. Yeah, I can hear that those flute sounds. Yeah, or some kind of special musical instruments. It's very represent the hibiki's sounds. Okay, that's good. Next, and also we have this one is the これは D end か D end だね. Yeah, this is the D end. Okay. Well, it's a second rider, I should say. I'm sorry. Okay, he's not a main rider. So it says decayed. Okay, so still the D end is the one of the region lighter, yes, but it seems that that this capsule series doesn't go deeper into that second or third lighters. Maybe they will in a capsule series later on, but for now, it's a D end, the capsule, but the sounds is for the main rider, D end. I mean, decayed. Yeah, decayed sounds. Okay, so even that the color represents the decayed too. I believe. Okay, so it's at least a magenta color, I guess. All right, so these capsule, and I'm trying to cover that as much as I can. But the number is limited for the as we sell the pre-owned toys. So check us out. Tomorrow I'm gonna bring this one to our store. All right, next. Now let's go to the interesting items. All right. Now this is very rare. Ooh. What you see is from the Avalancher. And an Abalakira uses this DX Dino Minder. All right, and I've been looking for these items, here, there, everywhere, but so hard to find this. And once I saw that, a couple months ago, looks like this, but it was not the DX versions. Sometimes, kind of very tricky that there are some. What do you call that? Poppy versions? I'm not sure what they are, but it looks like this, and then looks like a DX, but they are not DX versions. It's just a kind of, I don't say cheap, but cheap replica. Okay, so I believe that those are kind of poppy versions or something. But this is different the DX versions. I found it, and then let me just show you. Okay, and comes with this here, the face spreads. Okay, all right. So the power switch is over here. Ooh, all right, and then. Okay. Now, let me just switch that faceplate. to this. Okay. Oop. All right. Here we go. Yeah, this is the very interesting toy because that Avaranger is that probably very early the beginning of the sound change toys. Okay, so they have the there is no barcode or fancy scanning ability or anything like that, but they kind of somehow created that special kind of detector with that. I believe that this is the special how they activate that sounds. They can just differently differentiate that the sounds with the switching these faceplates. I believe that this is the kind of the key here, the pin. All right. So yeah, this is definitely the interesting era for the Japanese Super Sentai toys to just emerging to the next generation of the toy. This is a very exciting, actually, switching faceplates, and then you can just activate the different sounds and different henshin sounds too, I think. And then, oh yeah. Okay. All right. So thank you very much, Mara. And bit of the battle damage on the Stegosaurus plate. Okay. Yeah, I think I can see that. All right. So here. Well, it's a wildlife, isn't it? Okay. So that's tough out there. All right. Now I wonder. I haven't tried this one, but does the henshin sound actually happens? Oh, 違いますね. Oh yeah, actually different sound. Yeah, it's obvious. You can hear, and different toys. Toy sounds. So, okay, like that. All right. So this is one of the very rare toy that you can find, and I'm very thrilled to find it. But believe me, it was expensive. Okay, all right. So it was expensive. So I had just a little hesitations to put my hands on it. Kind of, as always, it's a business. Okay, so but this is something very rare to find, and I just cannot ignore it. Okay, so I had to grab it, and here they are. Right. So I'm gonna bring this toys to the tomorrow activations, as I know, along with that different other toys that I'm going to introduce later. Okay. All right, thank you, Kiwi. Thank you. I have seen those Yutaka produced toys of the Dino Minder. それかな? I think that's what it is. Yutaka, not the Poppy. Right. I think that's one that I saw. No LED, only a set sound, unlike the DX. Exactly. Yes. I remember that. I was almost, buying it, but I realized that there's no faceplate swapping, functions. So, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, I stopped buying it. Okay. I didn't buy it. But thank you very much, Kiwi, Kim. Analog Man, Dino Minder looks amazing, brand new, you could say. Well, it's almost, yeah, that's a beautiful one. Okay. All right. So once again, these items will be activated tomorrow, Sunday activation. So make sure to check our store tomorrow. nice sound. Okay. Now, the next toy, it's a mind-blowing. Okay. So what I have is that orange toy. All right, what is it? Here it says Oranger. これね. Now this is interesting. Okay. So I'm not going to do that demonstration here. I'm sorry. Okay, it's a too narrow. I mean, my table is not that big, but I wish I can play. Play with this one. Like a gyms or somewhere more like an open field. Okay, but basically this is the huge tire. All right, and you can just use this dial to. It's not all right to roll. Roll down this gigantic tire. And then got more power, and then you can press the yellow buttons and dash it out. You can see all red is inside. That's terrible. Okay. Orange hamster wheel. No. Okay. All right, so almost. Okay, and here it says that do not put your hands in. Okay, you gotta be careful. So それはちょっとね. All right. Okay, there we go. Got it. All right. So as you roll that, you see. That's almost like a scary one. Okay, just a little. Okay. One was just let me just clear my space here. So it's so fun. I mean, if you are talking about the toy, okay, this is the toy. It's a hero toy. Yes, there's no sound, no LED, no fancy stuff, but purely, okay, this is the pleasure, pure pleasure of playing it and seeing that this gigantic tires, so, dash it out from here, okay, with the hero figure. Oh, shit. All right, so that was the kind of dance close, okay. Crossover. そうじゃないって. That's not. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, hamster red. ちょっと待ってみんな. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. No, they don't. They don't make Sentai toys like that anymore. No, that's the fun part. This is something, I don't know. We are getting so addicted to the treasure toys. Like, finding out the sounds and then activating a special LED, display from that, morpher. Yeah, it's fun too. And then it's kind of, you feel very closer to the world of the Super Sentai or Kamen Rider. But at the same time, I hope that this kind of pure fun, seeing that the physical fun, this is nothing but the physics experiment, isn't it? Okay, this is so fun. Okay. Oop. All right. まだ入ってないか. Okay. See that inside? All red is, old hamster leg is running so fast. So, it's a toy, but wonderful toy, I must say. Okay, so this is a rare find. Okay, so I just cannot stop, smiling when I find this toy, and I had to grab it. Okay, yeah. OLED distraction sphere. OLED running inside the burn orange. Burn orange's helmet. そうだね。Burn orange's helmet, right. There's something fun about the physicality of cranking a handle and to turn something for sure. Yeah. I mean, just like build drivers or Gav's henshin belts, cranking, it's kind of fun too. And I don't want that Bandai's to, forget about that, pure joy of turning, wheels or cranking that handles and that kind of fun. I mean, they will continue. Oh no, really? Sadly, this toy never made it to the Power Ranger side. Yeah, really. I think I sold this one a couple of times before. It's a great toy. I know it's been used and there's no boxes, no instruction. Maybe you don't need any instruction for this toy. Simply, push the, turn down the dials. I mean, not dials, but the handles, and then you give it more speed, and push down the yellow buttons, and it will just dash it out. And then to bring it back, just snap in. Okay, you need to press the yellow button, and then attach it. There you go. So, yeah. Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, and Ultraman have all gone in the gotta catch them all direction, where they have a gimmick that requires you to collect all the toys to unlock all the transformations powers. Right, exactly. That's the tendency, and that's how they tries to protect the brand also. And well, we just cannot say you need to stick with the cranking handles toys, or that's one part of that too. So it's quite a challenge for them to keep the traditions, or keep that pure fan of this kind of a simple toy, to combine with that latest electric toys. Especially the anniversary season with all the power based on the past teams. True. Sorry, thank you. Good to see you again, by the way. I can confirm that the Kimi one says that this toy never came to Australia. Oh, okay, even Australia. Wow. That even, sounds like very important for this. Okay. Talk about the no, I wonder what is that the reason why didn't bring it to the Power Rangers? What do you think? This is kind of simple fun, isn't it? Maybe too dangerous or something? Maybe they don't want to risk that possible injury or something, because this rushes out, or maybe children even against that their stickers, and they just put their finger inside and damage their fingers or something like that. Yeah, they could be. There are many, much of the different regulations in each country has. Yeah. So there, it happens all the time for the Super Sentai toys and Kamen Rider toys, I believe. Okay. Yeah. From the business standpoint, it makes sense because it gets you to buy toys you wouldn't normally buy. Right. Exactly. Okay, so anyway, this is the Oranger. I think I forgot the name of this toy, but something, the Great Wheel or Great Wheeler or something like that. Okay, it's a great toy. All right, so I'm gonna bring it to our stores tomorrow, Sunday activation. So watch out for the very probably the Japan exclusive toy, right? Okay. Thank you very much, Derek Spring. Thank you very much. And that Sentai footage of the toy was in Power Rangers, but they never localized the toy. You know, they used to export the Japanese toys. I mean, Super Sentai toys to the Power Ranger toy market. But there's some certain point that they stop it, and then they you know, maybe because of the Hasbro changed, or maybe Saban changed it. I don't know. I'm not sure about the Power Ranger marketing strategies, but yeah, there are some changes and they had to maybe, you know, looking for the suitable toys for their own market. So maybe we are just, you know, we are too grown up. Okay. Thank you. So is that in here? Oranger Giant Roller. Something like about that. Yes, thank you. Giant Roller. Right. Oh, great OLED stuck in a giant tire again. There you go. That's a new toy. Thank you very much, Mara. Okay. That would be the very long name to put it in a toy descriptions. Okay. But that's a good one. OLED. Oh, great OLED stuck in a giant tire again. All right. Or just simply a tire toy. Okay. Giant Roller also meant to come with the 3 figures. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I saw that a picture. So actually, you basically just, you know, you aim that tire and put that in those like a bowling pins, those 3 enemy, you know, figures, and you aimed it and you hit them. That's a simple idea. Yeah, it always annoyed me when that they included the Sentai footage into Power Rangers, but never released the toys for in America. Great tire mishap then. Great tire mishap. Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, so thanks again, and this will go in our store tomorrow. Okay, that's a great toy. Now, speaking of the great toy, let's go moving on to talk about the okay, Grandpa. All right, I found that, you know, here DZO. Okay. That's a great condition. Grandpa. You know, he's... Yeah, I always talk about that, you know, this is when I have the chance to do this. And, well, I think this one, which one was it? Okay. Excuse me. Let me just put that, you know, his... bottom of his arms. Okay, so obviously this is his arm, but the train, right? Has that wheels and connectors, but there is also one small secret, but has that door. Okay, and which you can actually open it and then hide something inside. See that here? So this is interesting. Okay. Small thing, small details. Yes. Yeah. Open the door and oh, well, you know, anything. Okay. It's not big deal, I guess, but for the from the children's perspective, okay, you can hide something, and hide what? In a small compartment? Anything. You know. That's your only secret. And it's the space is for you to hide something. You know, I don't think that, you know, parents will find out. No. So that's kind of interesting. In a small detail like this, also another good example that children loves the toys because something they enjoyed it. I mean, you know, you just necessary. You're not necessary to be open everything for the you know, parents. Okay, your own things you can hide it. So that's a kind of interesting one. Okay, so Grandpa once again from the Tokusatsu, and then I will bring it to our stores tomorrow Sunday activations. Okay. So moving on, yeah, here we go. Finally, we came here. There we go. There's these two beautiful items: Dino buckler and then Dragon buckler. Wow! I already, you know, put that picture as a sneak view on our store, and you know, thanks to everyone for just looking at that, you know, so many times. All right. And so yeah, I found it at the same store, and then I was just shocked. Oh wow! Okay, I had to grab this one, and I did, even though Dragon buckler missing the one coin, okay, one medals. I think that was the which one was it? Mammoth? Yeah, I think the Mammoth medal. All right, so we don't have that. And but just, you know, quickly, I already did that, you know, reviews on the last Wajima World link. Okay, Juranger, and here, well, just a little last. Maybe you can just fix it. Okay. All right. So there's the back. Yeah, I already put that, you know, here, the battery. So, okay, so that's only the sound that you will get here, and it's not that big sound, you know. So, but this is the original one. Okay, so of course you can change the medal. And the medal, I mean, swapping these medals doesn't change anything. Any sounds? No, the same sound. Same sound. And but you know, you need to use the imaginations. Now you can use that your favorite Rangers medals. All right. Yeah, Dino and Dragon bucklers are seemingly just beautiful. Yeah, and then you can see that, you know, some, you know, damage stickers like that here, and a paint kind of wears, and you know, when you look at the details. Okay, but these are, they actually believe that I can fix it, and then well, there are some, interestingly, there are eBay suppliers that supplies that these kind of stickers, you know, they produced it and they sell that. So if you're interested in, just look for them, and I'm pretty sure you can find easily. Okay, so these medals and are made of the plastic, but just, you know, I'll talk about the medals. Yeah, this toy actually changed the history of the Super Sentai, and of course the great start of the Power Rangers. And these toys, I mean these medals, still, and in a big, huge market, isn't it? When you look at that, you know, that not just only the eBays but the fan sites, they create amazing quality of the actual. They use the actual alloy, and not the plastic anymore. Just beautiful metals. They made it, and even that in Premium Bandai already introduced that, you know, those special collections, and made of the, you know, beautiful Chogokins, I believe. Just amazing collectible items. So the Zyuranger was the key point, one of the very milestones. Not the sound, okay? It doesn't change that LED sounds or sounds or light on LEDs here, but still it's expanded to the different kind of collector items. So there was a different spark, something that sparked the otaku's mind. Okay, and so as you recall that these prices went high up because of not the sound, because of the collectible world, I should say, and beautiful designs. They did a very, very good job on this one. Okay. Now, and also let's go for the dragon bucklers, and same thing. I believe the same owner kept it. Okay, this is the back side. All right. Here, when you look at here, Dragon Buckler, Terebi Asahi Toei, made in Japan. Okay, Bandai 1991. Okay. All right. So you see there's some missing stickers. The corner is kind of cracked, not a cracked, but the kind of worn out. This is the back. Okay. Thanks, free. The boss of the sticker on the top and bottom still intact. Okay. All right. So, こうかな。Okay, maybe batteries are too weak. Okay, this is the best sound that I can, activate it. And Dragon Buckler should comes with the all of the same medals, right? Okay. これと同じだね. Same thing. All right. But for this particular items, only 4 medals comes with. Okay, only 4 medals. And I believe the Mammoth medals are missing. That's too bad. Okay. But we are setting as they are. All right. Oops. Okay. So one of the, historical items, the Dino Buckler and the Dragon Buckler for the history of Super Sentai and Power Rangers. I'm pretty sure that you guys already have owned something related to the Power Ranger, but this is the very important items. Okay, so I hope you can find it interesting, and we're gonna bring it to these 2 tomorrow activations at 8 p.m. Japan Standard Time. Make sure to check us out. All right. And unfortunately, this was the not a cheap one. Okay, so expect that expensive prices, but at least that I have to just cover the cost and everything. But this is one of the historical items. Hope you can grab and enjoy it. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Oh, it's already 11? Wow, time flies. Okay. Oops. Okay, now. So, let's go quick, okay? We found this. ちょっと見せにくいね. Hard to show you here, but yeah. From the Kamen Rider Z's CSM cylinder. Yeah, we didn't get this one, okay? So I thought that I can grab it from the pre-owned store, second-hand store, okay? And it's pretty, nice, clean items. And we haven't done, any review of this one. Okay, so I thought that we should grab one at least. Okay, so it's open. So let's see. Since we have the Z driver together, so let me just open quick here. Right, picture. Okay. No. Wait a minute. It is open. Okay. But I can see they double taped it. Naruhodo. あ、なるほど、こんななってんだね。Okay. Yeah, I mean every year, as we talk about that, we have. I mean, Bandai is released all the collectible items, right? And more like a key to activate the different sounds on the main morphers, everything. And so they also introduced those holders, boxes, and this one is the cylinder to keep those collected items. So in this case, it's a capsule. Oh, なるほど. It's kind of hard to show you here because it's very cylinder shape. Oh. なるほどね. Okay, so you can hold it like this. Alright, so when you open, so I think we slide it. こうか。あ、なるほどね. Okay, so you can just grab this one here and turn, and there you are. So for this particular items, it comes with the Kamen Rider build capsule. Build capsule. Okay, so and we can try. Okay. All right, let's try that. Is that? Sets driver. All right. So we can see the build. And all those formulas too. You can see all the formula. 勝利の法則は決まった。Oh, the build color. I can see that. 勝利の法則は決まった。ビルド。Okay, build punish. All right, yeah, such fine ways to open it, and actually it is. All right, that's a good point. And then you don't see that this kind of should I say toy, or just a cylinder, but you don't see that this kind of design or some kind of purpose. I mean, you don't see that this kind of shape and then around your everyday goods. Okay, interesting. More like a very scientific or sci-fi like, should I say? Okay. So I can place this here. こうかな。なるほど。That's pretty simple. All right. There's nothing, no locking systems or anything. No. It just stay there. Okay. Away with it. So let me just put that, another capsum here. And here. And here. こうか。Okay. あ、いい感じ。Satisfying. Okay. Well, Derek, thank you very much. I would have endorsed a Juranger exhibit in the CSTOYS Tokusatsu Museum. Well, it's kind of interesting, maybe, yeah, I like that. Okay. Maybe I'm still setting that, okay? But, CSTOYS Toy Museum, picture, exhibitions or something like that. That would be kind of interesting one. Thank you. Yeah, and then one side of the belt strap is red and then the other. Oh, was it? Okay. I was not paying attention to that. そうなの？あ、これちょっと取りにくいね。ちょっと待って。あ、こうか。Okay. Really? I didn't see that coming. Wait a minute. Turn off the lights. Oh, 本当だ。Oh, wow. すごい。すごいね。やっぱね。This is a new approach, really. Since starting from the Jew Rangers, and let's say we talk about the Abba Ranger stuff as well. But the toy obviously, evolved. Now we are in a different generations, and Kamen Rider Z is another key point, another milestones to not just only for the the worldwide presentations, but also for the toy. It's a new world. We never seen that the belt has the lights. Lighted belts. So I believe that the Bandai's will be hugely successful with the toy designs, and amazing. So the similar things could happen to the future Super Sentai toys. You never know. Okay. So the custom cylinder, and will come with the build custom, and will be on sale tomorrow. Okay. It's just one, we found it, and I'm gonna bring it to our stores. Okay, so the list, we have Sentai Ring set here, the box one, take a third one, and also CSM Kamen Rider Henshin belts, and a Lost Driver, and then believe it or not, we found this one. Complete selection modification, T2 Gaia Memory Joker. I believe that this is one of the kind of promotional items. Only came with the lost driver, CSM lost driver when they released it. And unfortunately, this CSM, lost driver does not didn't come with the is its own Joker memory. Yeah. I mean, the Skull memory or Joker memory, was it? Okay. Or other memories. I mean, just the CSM. I mean, the belt itself. But also, I found that the same store, this items. So it's a great opportunity to, have them together. Okay. So let me just bring them. We're gonna do that at reviews, okay? All right. So let me just stop that, my presentations here, and just take that quick break. And when we come back, I have just a little presentation file that I talk about it, and then okay. All right. So let me just connect my computer with. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So when we come back, we talk about this. Okay. So just a little presentation that I made it this morning. Watching some videos and YouTube videos, and then Bandai's business report. And so let's predict, or let's discuss about the future of the Super Sentai franchise. Okay, so when we come back, we talk about that. Okay, so allow me just 5 minutes. Then we will just continue today's shows. And thank you very much. All right. All right, so thank you very much, everyone, for being here in the chat rooms. And well, today we have the different approach to the shows, and because that that there's a huge big news just announced from the Japan's several news companies introduced that Super Sentai series will be ended, after the Gojuja, which will be the next year. Coming very soon. All right, so that was the actually news source from the Kyoto Tsushins or Yomiuri Shimbun, and then other major news companies. Okay, but none of the official announcement were made at this point, and so rumor is just going around the world, and well, many YouTubers and many commentators just got shocked, and not just only them, but as a fan, it's a big thing. Okay, it's a shocking thing, and so what is going on? And well, I think it's great to see that the numbers of the Super Sentai series as a business. Look at that from the business point, and but also correct that some of the voices from the field, and then so I look at that one of the YouTube channels, and him, and then Michi Yamato, and he is from the Japan, but he does that. He works in a tokusatsu field as a suit actors. And so he has many influences on that, Power Rangers, and then actually I'm pretty sure you guys see him at the Power Morphicons. I have had a kind of privilege to talk to him at the Power Morphicons a couple of times, and then he's always there, and then represent the tokusatsu, and then maybe you remember that Fujiyama Ichiban is the series that he created. And he does that all the production work. Now he has the YouTube channels, and I was watching that his comment on that this rumors. And he also was shocked, but he says he didn't say there's no official record or no official releases, but I think what he said in that his YouTube channel was a very important, because it's the word from the actual suit actor and worked in that field for a long time. So when you have a chance, please subscribe to the Michi Yamamoto channel, and you can find out his original videos, YouTube videos. But I found that I just make it compact what he talk about. Okay, so allow me just change it to here. I guess this much better to talk about that. Okay. So this is the structural decline of the Super Sentai franchise, and just a quick presentations based on the Bandai's IR numbers, and also Michio Yamato's comments. One, an economic and cultural analysis based on Michi Yamamoto's commentary and Bandai Namco Holdings for fiscal year 2026 data. Okay, so I already checked the numbers, and then you can see Michi Yamamoto is he works old boy. I mean, he's one of the members of the original Ono Kenyukai, which created a Kamen Rider series, helped that Super Sentai series. Nothing but just the suit actor, just these are legend, group. Okay, and so he did that Hollywood version of the Kamen Rider, Mask Rider, you guys know, and also he's the direct action directors. Okay. Now introductions. The Super Sentai series faces its greatest turning point in history. Once a global hit through the Power Rangers, it now struggles domestically. Yes, this is the one, we're talking about. Both field voices and corporate data reveal systemic declines. Let's take a look. Okay, here, it's a data source. This is actual corrected from the, fiscal year 2026, the Bandai's, IR report. Number one, Bandai Namco Holdings fiscal year 2026 March supplementary report, IP sales data. Two, Michio Yamamoto, YouTube's, from the YouTube channels, considering the complete end of Super Sentai. Okay. Number three, cooperative market data from anime and tokusatsu franchises. All right. So when you look at these numbers, okay, so these you can see the sales of the IPs. Anpanman, Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Mobius Suits, Gundam, Super Sentai, we talk about, Dragon Balls, Naruto, Precure, One Piece. These are the major production of the Bandai Namco Holdings have that. Okay, we know it, right? So, but when you look at that Super Sentai full year results for the fiscal year 2025, 6.4 billion yen. Now that's a still big number to ordinary person, okay? But when you compare that number with the other franchise, it's the lowest. Yeah, it's the lowest number. Okay? And so that's something to think about what's going on with the Super Sentai. Declining domestic market. Super Sentai is purely for children. Even preschoolers no longer watch TV. This is actual comment from the Michi Yamato from his YouTube channels. Super Sentai is purely for children. We cannot deny that. Okay, even though the adults, grew up with the Super Sentai, we were children. Unfortunately, not anymore. But still, we love them. But according to him, Super Sentai is purely for children. Even the preschoolers no longer watch TV. That's true. I don't watch TVs. No. My children didn't grow up with the TVs. They grew up with the PCs. So now when you look at that, the numbers like here. The Super Sentai 65 billion yen, approximately 425 million US dollars. Kamen Riders, kind of expecting the declines, but they're 280 billion yen. Gundam, Dragon Ball, as you see it. One Piece, it's a good example. It's a huge, worldwide hit, worldwide franchises. Look at the numbers. 1,400 billion yen. Approximately 9.16 billion US dollars. That is huge. Wow. The children's TV market is shrinking. We cannot deny that. Sentai remains narrowly domestic. It is. So yeah, this is very, very challenging market. Declining domestic market. It's a very well known that number of the children, it's a rapid declining here in Japan. So yeah, luckily I have 3 children, but average Japanese people have 1.7 children. Okay. Oh, I hope that I contribute to the Japanese, the country. I guess so. But yeah, that's the more and more children is less, not more, but lesser children's, and that's everything related. Yeah. Okay. So loss of overseas leads. Okay, this is it's a huge one. Okay, and Michio Yamato, he talked about these items too. Now, in the past, supported by the Power Rangers licensing, generating major overseas profit. Okay, so when the Power Rangers, we need to talk about the Power Rangers too. Power Rangers, it's not airing right now. We know that, they are kind of got haters, and they need it. They mostly need it. We don't know what's going to happen next. Yeah. But once the Power Rangers series was huge hit, yes, you remember that those times. You are the generation with the Power Rangers series, and that license fee through the Sabans and probably the Hasbro, the license fee comes from the overseas to the Japan for the Toys or Bandai's, and so that helped a lot. And so it says supported by the Power Rangers licensing, generating major overseas profits. This is actually the word from the Michio Yamato. He experienced that. That's why he did that on Masked Rider. That's why he did that. He moved to the United States, Los Angeles, and he started out his business. It's a big market. It was. But now, the present, no active global tie-ins or foreign incomes. Now, we already know about this one, right? Yeah, there is no ties between the Bandai. There is still the Bandai America, but Bandai America does not produce or sells the Power Ranger series, or now even the Super Sentais. But now, these days, of course, they have the premium Bandai channels, so they can sell that at least online, but not the local toy stores. Okay, thank you very much. There's a word from the Marawara Zoom. I appreciate that. CSTOYS, a new show is entering production next year, but will almost certainly not be a Sentai adaptation. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It's already showing that fact that Power Ranger series no more Super Sentai adaptations. They are going to use that the past history of the Power Rangers, the culture, the traditions, and moving on with originality. So we don't know at this point how how they're going to handle that. But yeah, that's another way, another new world for them. But not for the Toei, not for the Bandai. So that's the challenging one. Derek Bloom, thank you very much. And the fact that Japan has a shrinking population of children each year will affect a lot of the economic issues, including toy sales. Exactly. Yes, that's what we are facing right now. It's a good point. Toku Texas, thanks for joining. And Metal Heroes, that probably it. But at least we have to wait for the next move of the Bandai or Toei. I would love it how Hasbro is sold the franchise back to the Disney. This is my personal opinion, but I believe that the Power Rangers was most successful when it was under Disney's banner. Okay. Too bad Disney sold it. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go for number 3. The Hasbro Toei partnership ended in 2023. That was a pretty decent. I remember that. Once profitable export IP has become domestic only. Now, this is the challenge for the Super Sentai series. Domestic market is shrinking for the Super Sentai. And when they look out, they are overseas, they already licensed out. They sold their license to the Saban long time before. Now that the license to the Disney's and then Hasbro. Then now what? No more Super Sentai adaptations, which they go original way, right? So here's the questions I have. Is it still possible for the Toei or Bandai to start producing somewhat, I don't know, but Super Sentai series, or they're gonna remake that or something, or I don't know, the brand changing, rebranding the Super Sentai series from now on. But looking at overseas development, is it possible? So that's my question. I don't know if you guys can answer this one, but because highly related to the more like licensing rules and then copyrights or everything. But this seems that there's only way they can look for it. The chance is overseas. Moving on to the next one. Okay, COVID-19 and event revenue collapse. Okay, we remember that COVID-19, that was a terrible years. All right, it's still going on. But we have managed it, right? Stage shows were wiped out by the COVID. Audiences haven't returned, according to the Michi Yamato. This is big. I mean, Super Sentai series, Kamen Rider series. I mean, live action series are huge market. And not just only the TV shows, but the live shows in each small cities, even Matsuyama, So stage show was really canceled. Almost, wiped out because of the COVID, the challenge. So this was a huge one. Yeah, you guys remember the local heroes? Yeah, local heroes. It's a very popular thing for that, each cities or prefectures or a small town has their own local heroes, and often colorful designs, and sometimes 5, like a Super Sentai series, sometimes one just person, like a Ultraman or Kamen Rider related or something. So local heroes were, because they were produced, because of those Super Sentai live shows or Kamen Rider live shows were expensive. Those were expensive. And so the local heroes were born because of that those live shows were expensive, and then they created their own. That was the kind of local hero booms. These days, I don't hear much word of the local heroes. I don't know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure they still have survived, right? But not like that it used to be. Okay, so but Michi Yamato knows about this. He was a suits actor. He did that hero shows, and he says stage show were wiped out by COVID. Audiences have not returned. Michi Yamato. Now, stage events once core to the Sentai's engagement were destroyed. That's very true. Yeah, that was a core core point to you can attach to the audience, and they can sell the toys. Well, they can watch the shows on the TVs too. Digital transition remains minimum. All right, that's also another challenge. Digital transitions for the Super Sentai, they are trying, but here's the twist. Live show is the live show. There's a live people. It's actual human is in a suit actor, and they does that. They do that all the shows and actions. I mean, when you switch to the AI movies, digital transitions, it's necessary. I mean, it won't be the same, is it? Now that's how we facing this challenge. Yes, number of the children is decreasing, but at the same time, new era, AI created videos, CGIs, and how do we live out with that together with that live actions? Now that's the challenge, and we saw that challenge in that still the Gojujers too, and we saw that those challenge in King Rogers. They used that huge big screens, their robo fighting scenes, use of the mega screens. That was good. That was great challenge. Still using that, I believe, in that list current shows in the Gojujers. But still, we see that is still the giant robot costumes too. So that's another challenge. Lost connection between content and community. So there's no live shows. Digital transition is limited. So lost connection between content and community. Ooh. Well, when we speak about speaking of the community, this is also another community that created by the tokusatsu too. So not really lost connections, but still struggling, trying to evolve the next stage. So thanks to you guys too. Okay. All right, cost structure crisis. Okay, so this is also another point that Michi talked about. Tokusatsu cost 4 to 6 times more than a normal drama, according to the Michi Yamato. Well, normal drama, there's a let's say superstar or handsome guy or beautiful lady as a main protagonist or main character, and that's. So, and also there's great scenarios and basically that's it. Okay, but when it's that tokusatsu, you need the CGI teams, costume teams, design, prop, and also the actors, and so there's so many teams involved with it. So he mentioned that the cost 4 to 6 times more than normal drama. This is also another challenge. Production requires multiple specialized units like SFX, suit actors, CG, and 52 episodes. That's what we usually watch throughout the year, right? For the Super Sentai series. 52 episodes plus new props annually. That's a lot. And so we saw that, lots of, reused costumes in the Kamen Rider shows, yes. Even in the, Super Sentai series. I noticed that couple things, you probably have done too. When the Kaijin appeared, in a human size, and then here comes the Super Sentai teams, fight against it, and you beat him, the Kaijin, that beat same Kaijin costumes, maximized, and then he became a giant, still use that same costume. That saves a lot. But I remember that, back in times, and then Kaijin, and not the same with that, giant Kaijins. So they use that, those costumes, and that's a wise, great, plot, and a great way to reuse those costumes. Okay, but still, making the costumes expensive, I believe. Toy sales stagnate. Cost recovery impossible. That's ouch. Okay, cost recovery impossible. So toy sales, it really helps. It was very important portion of the these IPs franchises, but yeah, because of the children number of the children's decreasing, also their interest, there's more like not a TV, but more like a PC games or Nintendo. Yeah, or more like a comic-based games or something. So, cost structure crisis. That explains a lot. IP competitiveness gap. Dragon Balls 1500, Gundam 1600, Kamen Rider 280, Ultraman 135, Super Sentai 65, which billion yen. Okay, Sentai lacks cross-generational and global adaptability seen in anime and mecha franchises. That's very true, isn't it? Sentai lacks cross-generational and global adaptability seen in anime and mecha franchises. Yeah, that's what we are talking about. Sabans, Hasbro's, Disney's, yes. And now what? How are they going to survive with this? They have to find a way to the overseas and a global stage as not just as the Power Rangers, but as a Super Sentai or somehow rebranded series. So that's something. I really truly hope that they continue the series. Okay. So I take that a kind of positive if that the the Power Rangers series going in their original way. So probably I don't know how that the licensing works, but in this case, but if they go in the original way, maybe there's some areas that the Super Sentai series or somewhat rebranded series can explore worldwide market. That's something I hope. So, what do you think? Okay? Yeah, Drake, thank you. Maybe Toei should ask Tsuburaya or advice on how to save money on sets. Yeah, they need that kind of talk. Yes. Maybe they could make a cost sharing agreement or, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, difference between suit acted gattai robots and dramatic anime robots, I suppose. Yeah, they are different. The Rangers are the face of Sentais. The Mecha are the face of Gundam. Well, it's not only that, but Kamen Rider and Super Sentai have stopped doing crossover episode as well. Yeah, they haven't done that for a while. The fact that they are Mecha combined gives them advantage against the Gundam. That's the point. Good. I don't think that Bandai or Toei going to just ended those culture of giant robot. That's very important portion, isn't it? It's very important tradition, but also a business assets. The idea. So they should come up with that something new or rebranded items. Maybe Sentai switching to the same structure of 25 episode Ultraman could work to save cost and maximize the profits. Yeah, we noticed that. They put that very short stories, and they bring it to the kind of past heroes and make original. That was a very clever approach, wasn't it? Yeah. So alignment between Yamato's view and Bandai data's, and then here's just a little take. Shrinking child market, flat sales, low demand. Loss of overseas profits, no foreign contributions. COVID impact, stage income gone. High cost, unsustainable model. Future, broader global audience needed. Now that's really what we need for the Super Sentai. Future outlook, Bandai Namco, no official terminations. There's no news at this point, right? But continuation unsustainable. Yeah. So we don't know what. So in the beginning of today's shows, I said trick or treat, and maybe this is Halloween. Maybe this is one of the trick that Bandai Namco leaked on purpose to bring all the attention to their next move. So, is there gonna be their treat? I hope so. Okay. We don't know. So deform required. Okay. So it says the deform required. And number one, globalizations, streaming and overseas studio. All right, here we go, people. Finally, Super Sentai may dive into the streaming. Kamen Rider did. Right? So, there's some hope. Overseas studio. Why not? Number two, demographic expansion. Kids plus adults. They already know how to, bring the attention from the adults for the Kamen Rider series. So what we can expect is more matured Super Sentai series. How about that? Number three, cost innovations, CGI, AI optimization. That could happen. We cannot deny that this is the era of CGI and AI. Actually, this presentation helped me. The AI helped me to create that in this morning. That was pretty quick, okay? But this is something, we cannot avoid it. But still, to maintain the tradition of live suit actions, we have to find a way. And I'm pretty sure they will find that. Because that's most important core of the tokusatsu culture. Okay? So, that's the very end of the future, the presentation. But at this here, to end this, cultural reflections. Tokusatsu is a culture. Acting inside the suit is an art, according to Michi Yamato. He is himself a suit actor. And he says acting inside the suit is an art. And art should not be punished. No. Should exist. Loss of live action heroism endangers a unique Japanese art form. It is important part. Yes. Loss of live action heroism endangers a unique Japanese art form. Shift from human-driven storytelling to digital production raises identity concerns. そうだね。Yeah. Shifting from the human-driven storytelling to digital production raises identity concerns. Same thing. When we use the AI, who is controlling it? Who are you? Who am I? That will be the very important big question, isn't it? That we always have to face. So, and a conclusion. Super Sentai's decline symbolizes both economic contractions and cultural transitions. We can see that. Reinvention through the global collaboration and digital creativity is essential. Oh yeah, it is. Without globalization and creativity reinvention, the hero cannot survive. That's actually the word from the Michi Yamato. And so this is the kind of presentation I just created this morning. Well, thanks to the help of the Chat GPT, and also great channel that Michi Yamato he always has. And so let me just introduce his channels. Okay, so because of the Michi Yamato channel, he talks about his professionalisms, and he talks about the tokusatsu cultures, and make sure to check his videos and visit that at Michi Yamato 1. Okay, and so please subscribe to his channels, and I hope you can just I think he uses he's not using English, but he talks in Japanese, I believe. And so just make sure to use the translation functions on the YouTube, okay? If you need it. So he introduced many of the tokusatsu related topics, and thanks to his efforts to maintain that in tokusatsu cultures. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you very much. Mara. Yeah, that's the channels, and make sure to join that. Subscribe to his channels, and he is actual legend. He's a legend of the Kenyukai and all the suits actor heroism. Okay, and he's an ongoing businessman, and he's thinking of the Fujiyama Ichiban Productions comes back very soon. So please check that also. Okay. Yeah, thanks everyone for the lots of the comments. I just could not introduce everything here, but I hope I hope I made that a point. For now, we talk about the Super Sentai, and because we love that. Okay. All right. So the structural decline of Super Sentai franchise, and we don't know at this point the official releases and what's the future gonna be. And let's hope that they will continue somewhat or rebranded and series. Or if they needed haters, that's fine too. You know. But the only thing we can look for is that there's a lots of Japanese tokusatsu toys too. So we continue to hunting those Super Sentai series and Kamen Rider toys, and so more is to come. All right, so thank you very much once again for joining today's alternative shows. And we really didn't do that much of the toy demonstrations, but all the toy that I showed here will be here. Okay, these toys will be activated tomorrow, Sunday activation at 8 p.m. Japan Standard Time. Make sure to join and check us out and help the tokusatsu toy culture. I appreciate that. So time to go now. And then once again, ありがとうね、皆さん. And thank you. I'll talk to you next for the Wisdom World link. And I probably live from the my office. Okay. So, thank you. All franchise needs to evolve with their audience to survive. If they don't, they will go the way of the doodle. The doodoo? Okay, the doodoo. I believe that's being distinguished. I mean, gone. Okay. All right. So, Mara, thank you. Thanks for your support and everything. And thanks again for everyone here at Toku Texas. Star at Extremes, Derek Sprum, and Analog Man. Thank you very much. All right, so I hope that they covered everything. But earlier, the Mars girl was here. And so, time to go now. And then, I'll talk to you soon again. Okay, take care. Ciao. And then have a great weekend. Happy Halloween.